What if I told you your phone could be hacked while it's charging? Not through Wi Fi, not through Bluetooth, just with a charging cable. Here is something most people don't realize: a USB cable was never designed to carry only power. Every standard USB cable carries two things at the same time: electricity and the data. That's why you can plug your phone into a computer and transfer photos or any files. But it also means that if someone controls what's on the other end of that cable, they may be able to communicate with your phone. And that is exactly what we're gonna cover today. It is called juice jacking. This isn't a new idea. Back in 2011, the DEF CON hacker conference in Las Vegas, researchers built a fake public charging station. It looked completely normal. People plugged in their phone into it expecting free charging. Instead, the screen displays a warning: you should never trust a public charging station. It wasn't stealing the data, it was simply proving a point. And yet, over 360 people plugged in anyways at that hacking conference. And that's where the term juice checking became famous. Now, here is the part almost every video leaves out. For more than 12 years, almost nothing actually happened. In 2019, authorities warned about juice checking. In 2023, the FBI issued a warning. News outlets everywhere started saying airport charging station could steal your data. But when journalists searched for a single confirmed real world victim, they couldn't find one. Even Apple said they are not aware of any confirmed cases. Researchers who had studied this for years reached to the same conclusion: technically possible, practically undocumented. Why? Because modern smartphone already had one protection. Whenever you connect to unfamiliar device, your phone asks, do you trust this computer or device? If you tap no, it only select power. The data connection never open. Simple, effective for years. That little pop-up stopped almost every realistic attacks. But then in 2025 changed everything. They introduced a new attack called ChoiceJacking. Instead of bypassing the permission screen, it tricks your phone into pressing allow by itself. Sound impossible, right? But here is how it works. Modern USB-C ports are incredibly flexible. A single USB-C connection can behave like a charger, a storage device, or even a keyboard. The researchers modified a charging device so that for a split second it pretend to be a keyboard. Since keyboards are trusted input device, the charger sent its own keystrokes, automatically selecting allow before you even had a time to react. The entire attack finished under 300 milliseconds, faster than blink of an eye. The researchers tested phones from Samsung, Google, Huawei, Xiaomi, and Apple. Many were vulnerable to at least one variation. Apple fixed that issue in iOS 18.4 by requiring Face ID, Touch ID, or your PIN before a USB device can access real data. Android manufacturers have been rolling out fixes more gradually because this isn't just a software bug. It is a part of how phones decide which USB devices to trust. Now let's keep this realistic. This is important. Most version of this attack requires your phone to be already unlocked. If your phone is locked while charging, the risk is much lower. So this doesn't mean that every airport USB charger is secretly stealing everyone's data. So where does your banking information come into this? If an attacker successfully opens that data connection, they may gain access to files stored on your phone: photos, documents, videos, your application data. In more advanced situation, they could potentially capture notification or monitor information appearing on your screen. That's where things becomes dangerous because your bank one-time password, verification code, payment confirmation, authentication alert all appears in your notification. An attacker doesn't need permanent access to your bank account. Sometimes all they need is just verification code. That's enough for identity theft or financial fraud. But here is the good news. Protecting yourself is surprisingly very simple. Carry your own wall charger or power bank wherever possible. If there is an electrical outlet nearby, use that instead of public USB ports. If you must use a public USB charger, then always select charge only. Never trust an unknown device. Finally, don't leave the phone unlocked while charging it in a public. That single habit blocks several versions of this attack. You don't need to be paranoid, just be aware. Treat a public USB port the same way you treat a stranger offering to plug your phone into their laptop. If you know someone who charge their phone at airports, malls, hotels, or cafes without thinking twice, share this video with them, not because I need another view, but because one charging cable could become a very expensive mistake. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the Cyber Patel channel. Thank you for watching.